Welcome to Clear English Pod. Speak English with confidence. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to this podcast. My name is Henry, and today we are going to talk about something that is changing the way millions of people around the world learn English, completely for free. Today, we are going to talk about how artificial intelligence, or AI, can become your personal English teacher, available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, at absolutely no cost. Let me ask you a simple question. Do you want to practice English more, but you have nobody to practice with? Maybe you live in a place where English speakers are rare. Maybe you cannot afford an expensive private tutor. Maybe your friends and family don't speak English and you feel alone in your learning journey. Maybe you study hard during the week, but on weekends you have no one to speak to, no one to correct your mistakes, and no way to keep practicing. If any of this sounds familiar, please don't worry, because today I am going to show you something that will completely change how you think about English practice. You don't need an expensive tutor. You don't need a native speaker friend. You don't need to live in an English-speaking country. Everything you need is already sitting right inside your phone, and most of it is completely free. By the end of this episode, you will know exactly how to use AI as your personal English teacher, how to practice speaking, writing, vocabulary, and listening using only free AI tools, a simple daily AI routine you can start today, and the common mistakes learners make when using AI for English so you can avoid them. Let's begin this journey together. Before we talk about how to use AI for English, let's talk about the biggest problem most English learners face. And that problem is this: practice opportunities are not equal around the world. If you live in the United States, the United Kingdom, or Australia, English surrounds you everywhere. You hear it in shops, on the street, on the radio, in restaurants. You have constant natural exposure and endless opportunities to practice every single day. But if you live in Vietnam, Brazil, Indonesia, or many other countries, finding a real English conversation partner is not easy. Private tutors are expensive. English classes are formal and structured, not natural conversation practice. And most of your daily life happens in your native language. This is not fair, and it has never been fair. For generations, access to real English practice has depended almost entirely on where you were born, how much money your family had, and how lucky you were to find a native speaker willing to spend time with you. Learners in wealthy cities with international schools had thousands of natural practice opportunities. Learners in smaller towns or rural areas had almost none. This gap has held back millions of talented, motivated English learners for decades, not because they lacked effort or intelligence, but simply because they lacked access. But here's the exciting news. In 2026, for the very first time in history, every English learner in the world, no matter where they live, no matter how much money they have, has access to a free, intelligent, endlessly patient English teacher. And that teacher is AI. So here's the new rule. Your phone is your English teacher. Not just a study tool, not just a dictionary, not just a place to watch videos. A real, responsive, intelligent teacher that can listen to you, correct you, explain things to you, have conversations with you, and help you improve at any time of day or night for free. Now let's talk about exactly how to use it, because this is the most important part of today's episode. Method 1. Use AI as your speaking partner. This is one of the most powerful ways to practice English with AI, and almost nobody talks about it. Open any AI tool on your phone, switch to voice mode if it is available, and simply start a conversation. You can say, "Let's have a simple conversation in English. Please use easy words and correct my mistakes gently." Then just talk. Talk about your day. Talk about your favorite food. Talk about your plans for the weekend. The AI will respond naturally, and you can keep the conversation going for as long as you want. The best part about this is that you never feel embarrassed. You never worry about what the AI thinks of your grammar. You never feel shy or judged. You can make 10 mistakes in one sentence, and the AI will simply continue the conversation without any awkwardness at all. This makes it much easier to speak freely and naturally, which is exactly what you need to build real speaking confidence. And because there is no social pressure, many learners find they speak more English in one session with AI than they have spoken with real people in an entire month. Method 2. Use AI to correct your English instantly. This method is incredibly simple and incredibly powerful. Write a sentence or a short paragraph in English, the way you naturally would, and then ask the AI to correct it. For example, you can type, "Please correct this sentence and explain what was wrong. I go to market yesterday and buyed some vegetables." The AI will immediately show you the correct version. "I went to the market yesterday and bought some vegetables." It will also explain exactly why each correction was made, which means you learned the rule, not just the answer. You can do this with emails, with messages you want to send, with short stories you write, with anything at all. Every correction is a free lesson, available instantly without waiting for a teacher to be free. Method 3. Use AI to learn vocabulary in context. Many learners study vocabulary from word lists, but as we have talked about before, this method is slow and the words do not stay in your memory for long. A much better way is to learn vocabulary in context, inside real sentences and conversations. With AI, you can do this perfectly. Ask the AI to use a new word you are learning in 5 different example sentences. Ask it to write a short paragraph using vocabulary from a topic you are studying. Ask it to give you a simple story using 10 words you want to practice. The AI will create fresh, custom examples just for you, matched to your level in seconds. For example, you could type, "I'm a beginner learning English. Please write a short, simple story using these 5 words: nervous, practice, improve, mistake, confidence." The AI will write a story just for you, using those exact words in natural, readable sentences. This is personalized vocabulary practice that no textbook could ever match. Method 4. Use AI for listening practice. This is a method that many learners have not thought of yet. Ask the AI to have a back-and-forth conversation with you and use the text-to-speech feature on your phone to read its responses out loud. Listen carefully. Try to understand the words, the rhythm, the pronunciation. This trains your ears in a very natural way because the language is connected to a real conversation you are actually having, not a pre-recorded audio clip that has nothing to do with you personally. Method 5. Use AI as your grammar teacher. Instead of reading through long, complicated grammar books that feel boring and disconnected from real life, ask the AI to explain grammar points to you in simple, clear language with examples. You can ask things like, "What is the difference between present perfect and simple past? Please explain it simply with 3 easy examples." The AI will give you a clear, friendly, personalized explanation in seconds at exactly the right level for you. And if you still don't understand after the first explanation, you can ask again. You can say, "I still don't understand. Can you explain it differently?" And the AI will try again, patiently, without any frustration, without any judgment, for as many times as you need. Now let's talk about a simple daily AI routine you can follow so that all of these methods become a real habit in your life. Minutes 1 to 10, start with a short conversation. Open your AI tool and have a simple, easy conversation in English for 10 minutes. Ask the AI to use beginner-level vocabulary and to gently correct any mistakes you make. This warms up your brain, your mouth, and your confidence before anything else. Minutes 11 to 20, write and correct. Write 3 to 5 sentences about your day, your plans, or something you are thinking about. Paste them into the AI and ask for corrections and explanations. Read each correction carefully and try to understand why the change was made. Minutes 21 to 25, vocabulary in context. Ask the AI to use 3 to 5 new words you are learning in simple sentences or a short story. Read the examples out loud. Try to use each word in your own sentence afterward. Minutes 26 to 30, ask one grammar question. Think of one grammar point that confused you recently and ask the AI to explain it clearly. Read the explanation slowly and save it somewhere you can read again later. That is only 30 minutes, and it covers speaking, writing, vocabulary, and grammar all in one session. If you follow this routine every single day, you will improve faster than you ever thought possible. Now let's talk about the mistakes learners make when using AI for English, so you can avoid them from the very beginning. Mistake 1. Using AI in their native language. Many learners open an AI tool and immediately start typing or speaking in their own language. But if you do this, you are not practicing English at all. Always start by telling the AI to communicate with you only in English at a simple level. Make the whole interaction an English experience from the first word. Mistake 2. Not asking for corrections. Many learners just have a conversation with the AI without ever asking it to correct their mistakes. But corrections are where the real learning happens. Always add this instruction. Please correct my English mistakes and explain what was wrong. Mistake 3. Using AI passively, without producing language. Some learners ask the AI questions and read the answers, but never write or speak anything themselves. This is passive learning, which is better than nothing, but much slower than active practice. Always make sure you are producing English, speaking it or writing it, not just reading AI responses. Mistake 4. Expecting AI to replace all other forms of practice. AI is an extraordinary tool, but it works best when combined with other habits like listening to real podcasts, watching English videos, and reading short texts. Think of AI as the foundation of your daily practice, not the entire building. The other habits you build around it will make the AI sessions even more effective because your brain will have more language input to draw from when it's time to speak or write. Remember this powerful sentence. AI is only as useful as the effort you put into it. A conversation you truly participate in will teach you 100 times more than a conversation you simply watch. Now, let's finish with some final powerful thoughts. You do not need money to improve your English. You do not need a native speaker friend. You do not need to live in another country. Everything you need is already in your pocket, and it is free, patient, available at midnight, available at 5 in the morning, available whenever you have 30 minutes and the motivation to improve. Remember this simple sentence because it is the whole idea of today's episode. Your phone is your English teacher. So today, open an AI tool right now and say just one sentence in English. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be long. Just start. Because the first sentence is always the hardest, and every single sentence after that gets a little easier. Because every single conversation you have, no matter how short or simple, is building the fluent, confident English speaker you are becoming, one free session at a time. I believe in you, and you should believe in yourself too. Thank you so much for listening to this episode. This is Henry, and I will see you in the next podcast. Until then, keep talking, keep practicing, and never forget that your teacher is always with you. Goodbye and take care.